Let's do a different vibe today. Oh crap! I'm not even. Hold on, I'm using the mic. That's literally on the floor. Let's switch out of this thing. Let's switch out of this whole mic situation. Let's get this situated. Let's set up this. Let's set up that. Let's do this, that, and the other thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, everybody? I'm talking to nobody right now because nobody's here, but that's all right. I'm keeping myself company. That's what you got to do. Yo, what's up, Jack B? What's going on? Today I'm going to ping people. So just a basic little ping, just a chill little basic ping going on to my Discord, to the people of the Discord, and so on. So, we'll do @dev. No, that's not what I want. I actually want @dev like, this is insane because Discord, the way that their freaking roles work are annoying, but yeah, we figured it out. Yeah, we're coding stuff today. I actually don't know what we're gonna do. It's alright though. We'll figure whatever it is out. Who cares, man? Linking to the YouTube or Twitch? I just do the Twitch because it's just what I already did and I copy pasted it. YouTube is another experience. I mean, have you been on both things? How do you prefer YouTube over Twitch? That's not like I'm genuinely curious because I don't know the difference really. In my mind, like, Twitch is a bit like high quality in terms of their like UI and stuff, but YouTube is still right over there, so it's it's a good competitor, I guess. Oh, you just get notifications? Okay. What's up, guys? We're gonna be doing some stuff today, everybody. I don't know what we're gonna do. That's we'll as I've said before, we'll just figure this thing out together. We'll do this together, guys. So yeah. What's up though? Like, have you been, Jack? What's going on? It's a Sunday I'm assuming for you too. You're not in like Australia or somewhere, right? That's my back cracking. Stream quality is better on YouTube in your opinion. Plus you can roll back and get your private API keys. Oh, you mean like you can edit a VOD after the fact? Is that what you mean? Yeah, so we're both on the same realm of existence. It's both Saturday for us. I'm gonna turn on my AC. Look, cause it gets stuffy, man. It's not that good. But yeah, I'm gonna start researching some stuff, cause like, why not? We'll talk and research. I'm gonna research user sessions. So I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at Firebase Auth. Oh, so you want to steal my private API keys? You say, okay. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm pretty opposed to that, but if I end up replacing Firebase, then joke's on you. Yeah. Okay. Because like my whole thing about Firebase is we only use it to store passwords securely. Now we could do it, like I could do this on my own, but it's just a bit safer to have like a third party that like, handles all the passwords and hashes them and uses salts and all the thing that you should be doing with passwords. And if if it's kind of like if there is some sort of hack and passwords get leaked, it's not our fault. It's Google's fault. But Google is like so big and secure that like that's rare that will happen. But I'm kind of thinking like, do we even need passwords? You know, like we do a thing now where we do 1 2 we do this, so we go to this location, and we made basically a replacement. Crap. No, we don't want to do CD. We want to do startup, man. Come on, what are you doing? This just remaps my keys. It remaps my caps lock to my control. But yeah, the whole thing is like, oh, do we even need passwords now that we have email code login and eventually phone code login, and then eventually phone authenticator app login? Like, do we? I'm not sure. I think if that is the case, then it'll simplify our backend a lot because we can remove the need for Firebase. I'm also thinking, like, does Firebase give us something that is like pretty hard to make on our own? Like, I know it gives us you know, like tokens and sessions and stuff, which I plan on kind of heavily customizing. But I wonder if like just the bases that they give us, if that's like enough to make it worth it to keep them. You know, because we would do something like this. We would use their custom auth system integration. I mean, the reason I'm looking at this is because we already use Firebase. So I've already used it this entire time. Every account exists on Firebase auth as well as our own database. You know, stuff like anonymous auth, I don't really use that. I basically only use this thing. Pretty sure. Oh, well, this is the other thing too, is that you get the benefit of you get synergies within the Firebase ecosystem. So you could use, you can directly call their services from the client, and they will handle like all of the authentication, which we don't do because I don't use any Firebase service other than auth. So that's another thing. I would mainly just use their admin stuff. And yeah, like this whole thing about manage session tokens, like blah blah blah, like so what is this? Why? I guess we would use this and we would replace it with the thing I was using before, whatever that is called. Thing I was using before. Hold on, let me do some checking. Yeah, all right. But yeah, you know, we'll do some stuff. We'll do this and that. We'll do some research. We'll look into some stuff. So this is the secret API key that we would not leak, right? And then we would use this, some stuff like that. HTTP only cookies are great. They're more secure than other options, so that's good to use. They can't be stolen really easily like Discord ones do or happen to them. So when the user signs in with email and password, then get the user's ID token as it's needed to exchange for session cookie. Session cookie. You see, I mix up letters and words often. I just said cookie, and that's a new term that I bet is someone's username. I bet someone has made their username cookie. I wonder. I'm a bit sus of this term. I wonder if it's actually a bad terminology. I don't know. Let me securely look this up. No, so I don't know what I was talking about. This is just Stanley Williams. Like, I don't know who this is, but yeah. So we get a CSRF token. What is this? I don't know what that is. So CSRF, this is probably some cookie session reference token or whatever. Cross-site, I messed this up horribly. Cross-site request forgery. Oh, this is great. Okay, so this is important for, I guess, not being able to, let me see. I don't know, it's something like cores related, whatever that is. Some stuff like that, you know. This is post ID token to session login. What does that mean? Session login. I guess the CSRF blah 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 token. Yeah, that's great. Oh, so then this is what we do. We use the ID token. That's interesting. ID token, I wonder what that is. It's another thing we gotta research. ID token. 6 monitors, 4 Xbox. So if these do not equal, this is an unauthorized request. That's good to know. So guard against. So this is a CSRF attack. Huh. I wonder. Like, I've heard this before. I wonder where it comes into play. Like, I wonder how it's safe. I guess we read it. So I guess this happens on the client. So I guess this is client side code. Okay, sure. This is client side code, I guess. This is now server code. And then I guess it's simply just checking if the request body is equal to the cookie thing. Does this set cookies? This, I guess maybe behind the scenes this sets a cookie. So we're contemplating. I'm contemplating if I should do this on our own. If we should do this by ourselves. Because it's not too hard. It's like we could, you know, all these things are open source anyway, like JWT tokens we would probably just use. Everything would, it's not like insanely hard to just, you know, do this stuff. Since we already have our own custom auth stuff, you know, we have basically everything handled on our own. And simply all we do is just, we don't return a session right now. That's it. You know, we got some expiration. I want to make this expiration like a year, because that's actually the downside of cookies, is that it's less like forget about it, like you log in once and never need to ever again. It's like cookies can expire at some point. They can get removed or deleted at some point. Versus like local storage, where it just sits there and it's harder to like kind of, you have to manually either reset your browser, like everything, or manually delete it yourself. So I think, you know, a year-long cookie is good. So it means that if you don't use YFeedX for an entire year, then you'll be logged out automatically. So that's good. Create the session cookie. You know, this will also verify the ID token in the process. Blah, blah, blah. The session cookie will have the same claims as the ID token. Claims are interesting because this, you can actually store minor data in the JWT token itself. that I'm assuming can be basically decoded on the server. And you know, you would store things like the user UID and like what role they have, so it's easier to kind of like say, oh, this is just a normal user versus someone who's bought a subscription or something. You know, we got some stuff. HTTP only is good, secure is good. These are just basic things to send to the cookie. And you see, that's how easy it is, because you think, oh, HTTP cookie, like how hard is that going to be to do? But it's actually very easy, because you just have to do two things. And then this is just given to you. So you just set the cookie. For sensitive applications, the auth time should be checked before issuing the session cookie, minimizing the window of attack in case an ID token is stolen. So it is still a possibility. So it's still a possibility that people will steal other people's tokens. Like, you know, it's theoretically, like, anything is possible to be spoofed. If someone gets a virus on your computer, they can try to figure it out. Because I wonder, like, what's the benefit? I guess the benefit of this is that any, like, JavaScript code can't, if it's being run, which it will be, like, it'll be run with the browser can constrict, like, what it has access to. So if you're running JavaScript code, maybe some extension or whatever, then it won't have access to the token. But I think if you have a virus and it has access to your entire computer, it can just get your token. So, I mean, it's like one extra layer, and that's what happens to Discord all the time. So people just download viruses all the time, and they keep taking the tokens. So if that's already kind of like the norm of what happens, then all this extra steps for extra security, though it will increase security by a little bit, it's like if people are already jumping to like viruses, then it won't do that much. You know, I hate cat and mouse games. It's very annoying to like constantly have to improve like security as you know, other people try to like break things. But we got to do, to a certain extent, we got to do most security things. So only process if the user just signed in the last 5 minutes. So what does this mean? So yeah, I guess this just means like only validate, like only send back a valid session cookie if they've just logged in. So I guess that means that you can't then take an ID token somehow, like later down the line, and then use it to get a session cookie, I guess, which is good. That's good. So, you know, you should check the session cookie. So /profile session cookie, cookies.session, blah, blah, blah. Verify the session cookie. In this case, an additional check is added to detect if the user's Firebase session was revoked / user was deleted / disabled. That's good. Because this is the other thing too, like, I have to learn how they do this, how they revoke sessions, because it's a pretty like handy feature. I wonder if that's hard or easy. Verify session cookie, that's good. Yep. Oh, I think just verify session cookie does all of this for you in a single check. Oh, so then true equals check revoked. Okay. then the decoded claims. I wonder what that means. Yeah, who knows? I have like a minor cramp. You know how annoying those things are? It's like, it's not a cramp, it's like twitching. You know, it's like just a constant twitch that is like uncontrollable twitching. I'm twitching on Twitch. How crazy. How crazy is that, man? Revoke. That's W. That's W. So we want to actually manage. So what is session cookies? What is user sessions? What's the difference? So every time a user signs in, the user credentials are sent to the Firebase authenticated Firebase authentication backend and exchanged for a Firebase ID token. So a JWT is just a standard thing, and refresh token. That's good. So Firebase ID tokens are short-lived and last for an hour. Okay, interesting. The refresh token can be used to retrieve new ID tokens. Refresh tokens expire only when one of the following occurs: the user is deleted, disabled, or a major account change is detected. So yeah, this is good that it handles this like out of the box. That's great. Wonderful. I gotta work on my posture when standing up, because when I stand up for long periods of time, I kind of slack off to one leg. You know, I gotta like just not do that. Gotta just like use both legs. I'm also sore. I'm just aching. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay. By setting up Firebase security rules. Because there are some cost savings you can get if you use Firebase everything. You know, Firebase security rules is something built into Firebase services that I've dabbled with, you know, but it's not amazing. I mean, well, it's great if you're using Firebase for everything, for database, for this and that, but you basically get locked in, right? It's like it kind of sucks. So you use my solution, you just use your own API built on this thing, you know, you use tRPC and then you can host it wherever you want, and it's just better. But yeah, but it does mean though that like it could, you know, as they say, it's an expensive operation, an extra network round trip. Well, network round trips, you know, maybe they take longer. In terms of cost, it's not that bad. It's fine. This is what they look like. This is, I would have to write all this stuff, which I don't want to do. So I'm not using Firebase for any of that. None of that. Look at this. I don't want to do any of that. What the hell is this? I don't want to do none of that, man. But you know what are, like, okay, so create custom tokens. We gotta learn this. We gotta verify, manage multi-factor. What does that mean, man? What the heck does that mean? So this, they actually have a little, like, kind of mini database that you can use, where you can give it like photos, you can give it emails, phone numbers, custom claims, all this stuff, and multi-factor too. So I wonder if this, so multi-factor is great, we should use it. But yeah, I'm just thinking, like, what, like, how much should we rely on the Firebase stuff? Should we put everything? Should we put phone numbers? Should we put photo IDs? Should we use this to store photos? Or not? This is not even a photo, it's just a URL, so it doesn't even matter that much, actually. I don't think so, because we could just use our own database for that. It's fine. I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna sit down, everybody. So we got a plane in the background, plus, you know, we got my cybernetic legs activating. I'm sitting down now, you know, because I'm half human, I'm half cyborg. This is a known fact, you know. Okay, so we can list users. I mean, that's cool. Who asked, though? Did I ask? I don't think so. Okay, so they got multiple ways to do factor. Does it only do phone number? Because that's, I guess you would have to pay for it. But we could set that up ourselves too. It's like, maybe using them would be like way faster and easier. So that's why we should do it. Not the custom tokens. Okay, so we got to think about custom tokens. I think that this is the only place we should focus on, because we're not really using any of the other, like, Firebase auth stuff. We're not doing none of that. So let me actually put on some W music real quick. You know, let's put on some cybernetic music in this son of a gun that we call freaking streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I'm not gonna cuss anymore too, because I realized it's kind of cringe. I don't like hearing myself cuss when I watch the VOD. It's a little harsh, right? This is such good music, like, damn. Let's hope it's not copyrighted, everybody. Please, no copyright. It's so good though. It's so good. No, we're not coding, so let me actually change my title thing. Point of view. Yeah, that's great, man. That's great. Okay, no issues with copyright or anything like that. So, you know, I'm gonna test Ludwig's Musical Emporium. So, Lud and Schlatt's Musical Emporium. Let's listen to this too. This is their custom music that they made for no copyright music. Ludwig and J Schlatt. It's actually pretty good. This is like their Animal Crossing one. We'll listen to this one and then we'll... Let me actually also make sure, triple check, I'm not getting destroyed on YouTube. Yeah, no destroying on my YouTube, okay. This is pretty chill music, it's pretty good. So we also got this one too. They did a really good job at like kind of cloning the Wii Music Shop song, but making it their own. It's pretty good, yeah. Pretty good. Because you know Nintendo is a beast. It will completely destroy you with copywriting. I wonder which one I like better. I don't know. Kinda liking the animal music. The Animal Crossing music a little bit better, I think. I mean, this is cool and all, but like this is like, yeah, this is like a full bop. This is a bop right here again. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So this is using a service account JSON file. This is something I cannot leak at all. No way. Include like files on the server. Like, how do you do this? You know, it would be cool to kind of have like a single solution that is very low level, where you can build applications and backend for those applications on every platform ever. And you know, you can kind of do that with TypeScript and JavaScript using just Node and React Native, but it's just not perfect because you have to jump through so many hoops to get that working. You know, it would be awesome to just use Rust for like some language like that, you know, for everything. For web too, like stuff like that. I don't know if it's there yet. I don't know what it looks like exactly. I don't know. Okay, this is just not it. So whatever this is, it's just not it. I mean, worst case, we'll just upload this to an S3 bucket and just download it every single time. Right, okay, so that's fine. Letting the admin SDK discover a service account. What does that mean? We don't know, we don't care. We'll come back to that. So service account, I guess these are just like These are just like whatever those things are called in AWS, the application stuff, whatever they are. You know what I'm talking about. You know that stuff, what I'm talking about, man. That whatever that stuff is, I don't know what that is, but it's stuff and things for sure. Absolutely for sure, it's stuff and things. Okay. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I'm gonna stop talking. You know what? I'm gonna listen to some classical music. I'm gonna see if this will destroy me. Let's see. See if this destroys me. In terms of YouTube banning. You know what I mean. In terms of the good old YouTube banning. You know, would this really hurt me in terms of YouTube banning, man? Gotta figure it out. This is the classics. This is why it's called classical music. It's like, it's amazing. It's so good. Even nowadays, it's like, it's a classic. This is like so good to put in a YouTube video. Like, this is great. It's great in like a storytelling type of scene, you know, where you are maybe explaining something and it gets more and more intense. I think it's good to use it then. We're not getting hurt for it, so we can keep on listening to this nice classical music, because it seems like nothing bad will happen. So that's awesome, right? That's quite the W right there. Alrighty, so you know, we'll create custom tokens using the Firebase SDK. This is what we gotta do, okay? We gotta blah blah blah, you know, we gotta do some stuff like that. I don't know what that is. We gotta learn how to then take these custom tokens and put them into cookies. Okay. This, whatever this is, so whatever that, we'll get to that in a jiffy. You know, I guess we can add in some additional claims, which is great. That's wonderful, amazing, quite beautiful that we can do this. That we can, you know, just simply for the sake of our lives, we can just add in a little basic like object. Data and stuff into this location right here, and in the token itself, which gets sent through every single request, which we know at some point in time has been verified to be proper, can be verified. And you know, we can't store like terabytes in there. We can store maybe kilobytes. I think kilobytes is where we're at, but that's still fine. You can store a good amount of text data in those locations, so that's fine and great. So signing in using custom tokens on clients, we gotta use sign in with custom token. That's what we gotta do. So I think the server needs to send back some data. It needs to send back the custom token, and then the client needs to log into it. The client needs to use that to then log in. Makes sense, makes sense. We're not using any of this garbage. We're using Web 9. Okay, Web 9. Get it through your skull. Okay, we're not using C++ or anything. We're using Web 9, okay? Gosh. I think the issue with this is that this will not work on mobile. Okay, I think this just is not going to work. I think the fact that they have mobile specific solutions is a great indication that they use platform specific code. It makes sense that they would do that, right? It makes total sense, but the issue is that I'm guessing that this uses cookies which don't exist on mobile. So, you know, that's just a thing we gotta factor in. We gotta take that into account. We gotta eventually, at some point in time, replace our solution. I'm kind of tired today. I didn't get enough sleep. I think this music is great. This is great music for sleeping. Great sleep music. Let's take a quick nap, everybody. Let's go to sleep. Okay, this sucks a little because yeah, it's almost like we won't even need to use this. We simply, and I don't know why we care about this. Like why use sign in with blah 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 thing? Okay, so they just kind of make their own way. This is what we use, I think. Do we use this in our backend location? Yeah, we use Identity Toolkit v1, which is this one, or we use this one -v1. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think we want to look into this session cookie stuff. So we want to look into this. Excuse me. You know, some stuff. I don't know. You know, we're pretty good to go on all the other stuff, like everything besides what we're doing right now, we can not worry about and put off for future Javen, you know, because there's different versions of yourself. There's basically the only things that matter are your current self and future self. Your past is not, you know, don't care about it. It's in the past. Who cares? Look at it every once in a while to like learn from mistakes, but don't be so obsessed with the past. You know, I don't really care about the past. I will very quickly acknowledge it for something that has happened, but then I will just move on. You know, but then I have my current self that I'm talking, so this is my current self right now. And then we got the future self, you know, I push everything to this future self of me. And, you know, at some points, he resents the current present me. You know, the future Javen may resent some decisions that I guess the past Javen made, or the current Javen. You can look at it both ways. But this is a meaningless conversation that I'm having, so I'm gonna move on. So I think with this thing, we have to get the token from the server and then sign in with the token. I don't know why we can't just, like, all we care about is sending the cookie back. So why not just send the cookie when we give the token? Your guess is as good as mine, man. I don't know. That's all of them. Okay, now Cyberpunk. What the hell? No way. Can brute force in 10 minutes a million digit code? Nope. You're crazy. There are a million? What is it? Is it 6 to the power of 9? Is this a million? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is 10 million. Or no, it's 10. How do you do the whole permutation crap? Oh, this is a million. Yeah, this is a million possible arrangements of digits. We could include, you know, letters and stuff like that. And you know what? I think that's actually a good idea. Because what would be, so 10 to the power of 6, I guess, is a million. But what is like 4 to the power of 36 with letters and numbers? Well, that's a monstrous number. Right? Like, let's do a permutation calculator to make sure you know, we're doing the math right. See, there are, what does sample even mean? This is sample. There are 4 objects with 36. No, crap. This is cringe, man. This is cringe. Huh. Okay, what the hell is this number, man? So just do a simple, like, come on, just do 4.7. 4.7 times, what was that, 21? No, to the power, 4.7. Where's the, to the power? Doesn't even, okay, you're crazy, man. Oh my gosh. This is the key information. Huh. Oh man, that's crazy. I love this music so much. Ooh, well actually, you're kind of right about that. If you got 5,000 different computers, then yeah. Okay, let's just be on this tangent. Let's make our system more secure. Let's require the need to have the same IP address per like request, and that's actually a great idea. Like, such a good idea, actually. Yeah, that means that there's really honestly no way to do it unless you're in the same Wi-Fi as the person. And I wonder if an IP address can be spoofed in some way. I've heard of that being possible, I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure if it's possible. But you know, if we like include the IP in the thing, that'll be great. You know, let's like make it like, and then IP. Right, like that. Right, so let's then also include the, I guess, you know, we'll do like we'll include this kind of thing going on here. This means now that we have to check if the result dot code is equal to this. It definitely sucks because we kind of have to like do a little bit of jank to like get this working. You know, I don't want to do it here. I want to actually have a type location. So I want to say types, not that. Come on, you know what I mean. Types dot ts. Right. We'll say interface. We'll export it actually. verify code is a code of a string and an IP of a string, okay? And we simply will just come on. Cringe, cringe, cringe. Okay, that's done. So we now have like IP security, which is just like an extra layer of verification code goodness. Yeah, this argument is weird because they say that passwords are bad because the code can be cracked, but same with the login code. So what's the benefit of this This whole passwordless technology. Huh? What's the benefit? Tell me. Because to be honest, I actually hate passwords. I hate, like, you know, having to be able to remember my password and log in and out between things. But say someone mistypes their email, because that's happened in the accounts exist with improper emails that aren't verified. Like, those all exist, right? So in the future those won't exist, right? You'll be required to verify your to have a verified email to even make an account. In the past it wasn't like that though, so it was a bad system. In those cases you would want, like, you know, you would want passwords, I think, because the person would then need to be able to log in somehow. If they can't use their email, they would need to use a password, right? So they would need to have their password and username to then log in, and then change their username or change their email. So I don't know. It just seems like maybe in a completely fresh system where you don't have to worry about invalid emails, maybe that makes sense. Maybe sometime in the future it makes sense. Because I guess the other thing, say we don't have passwords but we still have that problem, people would need to submit support tickets, and we would need to, like, within a reasonable, you know, assumption, kind of like say whether or not they're telling the truth as to if they mistyped their email, and whether we should change it to their new one or their real email. Oh, this is literally agreed to what I just said. It's quite irresponsible to have a passwordless login system. Passwords play an important role, and today we can easily store you know what I mean, encrypted passwords. We actually got a real good benefit out of this article. The fact that we patched, like, a big like exploit that could have existed. Like, now we fully, like, lock verification to the originating request IP. And I think, you know, request is not from the same location is a good error code. And I think this should happen first. Yeah, it should definitely happen first. That would have been horrible. That would have completely mitigated everything that we just did if we checked the code before the IP. I guess it wouldn't have mattered, actually, but it's just a little bit better. think the only thing that's impossible, or like very, very hard to hack, are authenticator apps. Because, yeah, all these things could be, like, you would need the physical phone for that. And it's so hard, it's almost like insanely difficult to crack, because like they last only like 30 seconds, the codes. What happened here? Oh, we did 300, you freaking silly. Okay, so August 4th. We can say this is back end, right? We can for sure say that. Okay. Okay, so around, let's just say around like yeah, let's say up to the point of like August. We like, I would classify this as right, this is all back at work. This is now kind of like front end kind of work, plus some more of that. But the key here is that I think up until some point, like, I've been talking about a summary video for so long. Around, you know, let's say around September 2022. Okay. Oh, 22nd. This is kind of a summary. Like, it took around a month of mobile stuff. Yeah. That makes sense. Let's wrap up with time taken. Okay. Mm-hmm. First of all, backend from the point of July 8th okay, so from July 8th to frickin' whatever the heck to August 4th, right? So that was like 27. Then plus 10 extra days, you know, because yeah, it's simply just 10 extra days. Or actually, no, it's actually, hold on. So, okay, it's instead kind of like 41. This is like literally 4 days. So it's kind of like 14 days. This took quite a good amount of time, so from August 18th. To September 22nd. Took around 35. And yeah, that's it. We still, hold on. These are also rough estimates. Did we factor in? I don't think we factored in the extra, like, 20 seconds. So what was that? Okay, so that's probably an extra 10 days or so. Okay. Let's plop these in. This is a waste of, like, whatever, but we'll leave it. Let's then add the accumulation of this information, right? That was easy as hell, man. Dang. That's the benefit of, like, preparing. Sheesh. Okay, this is, I guess now the final time that it took for stuff. So yeah, so far it's taken around like 4.5 months, or 4.2 months on front end, 4.7 months on back end. Not cumulative, you know, stuff happens in parallel a little bit. Mobile took around 45 days, but it's still ongoing. Like, let's put all the ongoing stuff kind of below. Scrapers launch video is a one and done in the past type of deal. But yeah. Okay. Wonderful. That's great. Okay, that's done. That's one of my checklists completed. That's great. For sure, yeah. Let me test. Make sure it's working. Because that's one thing to do. Yeah, okay, it works. Yeah, I might end this stream early, just cause, I mean, you know, at least we did something. It's kind of because, like, all this stuff, I don't see too much to do, in the meantime, other than this, like, this, get to the bottom of this stuff. And the thing is that, like, I need to set this up, like, first of all, and setting it up means that I would need to, like, use their secret tokens and figure out how to do all that, which I can't show. I don't want to risk anything. So I'll just do it off stream. I also got to work on a video too, so I now realize that I've been saying this since, like, since a long ass time, like since maybe August 28th, that I was gonna work on this video. I think my problem is that I just don't like give things the time of day, really. Like videos, I don't sit down and work on them. I just very slowly here and there get things done. So you know what, I think today's win is just off stream. I'm just gonna probably record this video, and tomorrow I'll continue on my endeavors into user sessions. Okay, so hopefully you guys have a good weekend. I'm kind of tired. So